Well, you're tell us back with my raw review on 316 Day. And for anyone saying no, Steve Austin was not on the show, which, I mean, yeah, kind of disappointing, but whatever. I mean, he would not show up to bother with this lackluster episode of Raw, anyways. St. Patrick's Day tomorrow, which I will do a TK26 review tomorrow on there, on here. That is. So yeah, I've been want to take a little break from for Sunday and all that. But anyways, it was in the First Bank Center in San Antonio, Texas. So there's that. Seth Rollins comes out with a bunch of masked morons, and he says he created the vision and he will burn it down, basically. And then Paul Heyman comes. He looks like he saw some shit. Like, look at his look. And then, there was a fuck you Heyman chant and all that. And then Heyman, it says, the rule is FAFO. Heyman shout out, assuming before saying FAF5. And then Brock Lesnar comes out. I was like, oh shit. And then everything went all the Matt Morons got their fucked up and all that. And then 7 Brock stare each other down. Then things got a little interesting because Obafemi comes out. Seb comes out of the ring. Obafemi gives Brock Lesnar a fucking power bomb, and he challenged accept Brock Lesnar's WrestleMania challenge. If Obafemi beats Brock Lesnar, it'll be a fucking amazing moment right there. I was like, oh yeah, great start to Raw. And you follow with the fucking Granny Americanos match. Massive downgrade. Because the Ludwig Kaiser version beat the Chad Gable version. This match sucked. 1 out of 5. Anyways, a black sedan drives into the parking lot garage. Out steps Roman Reigns and the World Tag Team Champions, the Usos, greet him. And Reigns says he knows it feels good to attack CM Punk and all that. They talk about what happened last week with Balor basically, all that. And there was a video of Liv tearing up a Finn Balor jersey and all that. Sammy Vicker better win at WrestleMania, all I have to say. Keep the belt on her, and then, well, you obviously know what I said. Anyways, this past day, Dom was injured and all that, and then, anyways, Roman was sitting in the locker room with the Usos, and Jay says, can't believe Roman didn't let CM Punk out last week and all that. Yeah. And then we get the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. AJ Lee defeats Bayley. And this was AJ Lee's first match on Raw in 11 fucking years. Holy fuck. This was a solid match. Can we just say this was the opener and not the El Grandes match and all that? But yeah. AJ won, which was obvious. 3 out of 5 will give the match. Then AJ Lee gets attacked by Becky Lynch and all that. So I guess this feud is continuing going into WrestleMania, I suppose. Yeah. Anyways, then the men's version where Penta answers his own challenge and Dragon Lee accepted. Another fun matchup between Penta and Dragon Lee. And Penta wins. Keep the belt on him. And all that. Probably the best match on this show. 4 out of 5 again. Paul Heyman still looks devastated. And then Austin Theory and that fucking piece of shit cocksucker Logan Paul comes in. I did beat his ass up in my first match with Goldberg and all that. Again, that was supposed to be Bret Hart, but then that ringside pass thing, and then I'll mention right now, I have everything unlocked on that Ringside Pass, so the free characters and all that. And I did the old-fashioned way, by the way. I did not use that lame tier skip and all that. I am not gonna mention that in the review, so I mentioned it right here, and there's that. They got a tag title match next week. Please don't you fucking dare give Logan Paul another belt. Natalia defeats Maxine Dupree, moving on 1 out of 5. I'm not gonna mention the Randy Orton thing because that's a SmackDown thing. This is a Raw thing. I know this is gonna be a little short, but anyways, Giovanni is come up to Dragon Lee, all that, and then Kofi Kingston walks over and asks the words of Evan. Kingston says he knows he wants to be the next face of WWE as a former WWE champion, and all that, and then Grayson Waller yells at him, and then freaking Danhausen comes in and curses, I guess, Grayson Waller? Yeah. And then Stanley Figueroa to be for Raquel Rodriguez for like the 8,000th time. I'm just... Again, keep the belt on Stephanie. That's all I'm trying to say. 1.5 I'll give it. I'm just tired of it. And then Lyra is talking with Bayley, and Bayley is just... Jack did, and Vic yells... Or Lyra, yeah. And then Asuka and walks off, and Lee said, and then Zayn says, "Stay away from us," and then Asuka yells, "Kyrie," and I was like, what? I don't fucking know. Anyways, then finally Roman Reigns finally comes to the ring and all that. He said, Reigns says acknowledge him with San Antonio's crowd says Reigns acknowledge him and all that. Then CM Punk comes out and says the same thing, saying, great to be alive on Monday night and all that. I was like, yeah, we know. They went. This promo exchange was kind of not as a little, not as a little, what's that word I'm trying to say? Heated. After Elimination Chamber and all that. Reigns wants to chicken shit to show up. And all that. Reigns asks the crowd, they cheer CM Punk and all that. And the same shit over and over. He's a part-timer and all that. And all that. And then Reigns is the tribal chief and all that. Punk isn't faster or stronger than him. Punk is nothing to him. That title is on Punk's waist is an embarrassment and all that. And then Punk just shoved Roman Reigns. And then that's how the show ended. Shove. And then Roman smiles and plays mind games. Reigns gets on his feet and smiling boredly and rubs his eyebrows, says Punk can't dish out, but if you say one thing, he folds and can't take it. And Punk angrily walks off, and that's how that ended. Kind of an awkward ending to Raw. It was just a freaking mediocre show. I'll give it a D. No. That's a little too harsh on me. C-. Yeah, C-. Yeah, C-. Yeah, WWE 2K26 review will be tomorrow. There's that, and then the next episode of Showdown will be after that. There'll be one more after that, and then Saturday will be episode 11 of United, and then that'll be the last stop before the biggest show of the year. Well, a week before that, and then Thursday on my secondary channel is TNA Victory Road 2011. I don't want to review that show, But I have to complete the 2011 reviews. But I'm not looking forward to that pay-per-view whatsoever because of one incident on that show. And you obviously know what that incident is. I'm not saying it right here, right now. But that's on Thursday, so subscribe and notification bell on that one so you'll see that review. But anyways, like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel, and notification bell, and I'll see you on St. Patrick's Day for WWE 2K26. And moving on from there. Bye-bye.